Silver and gold. Can we say we got monkeyed hammered today? I'll let you guys make that decision. I think so. They say we got reasons why silver and gold went down today. Do we actually believe this crap? Do we actually believe it? I'm going to give you guys some information what I'm thinking. You can agree, disagree, that is absolutely fine. You know I don't get into much politics on this channel. You know I don't do much religion on this channel. And I'm trying to stay away from that as best as I can. Thank you for the thumbs up. Make sure you share this video out to friends and family. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. You subscribe, you're going to be able to enter in every single giveaway. If you live in the United States, you must be subscribed to win all the giveaways. Or have a chance to win the giveaway. There's some nice giveaways coming up. Let's get into the video right now. Silver and gold. Monkeyed hammered. We're back on the throne of Fridays again, right? Are we going to see this next Friday? Look, I don't know. Okay? It seems to be the pattern. But the last 3 or 4 weeks, as most of us know, Fridays have been very good for silver and gold. We can't get caught up on the day of the week. It really happens every day of the week if we think about it. We just got a little bit worse today. But there are reasons they say. The trade deal with Japan. Okay, what's that we're going to... Is that a reason why silver went down, gold went down today? I don't think so. I don't think so. Look. They're saying the dollar has gone up a little bit. Is that another reason why silver and gold went down today? Okay, maybe. The dollar rose a little bit. It's a game, my friends. They're playing a game. Okay, they're playing a game. The real reason is, look, you gotta keep this in front. Every time they want to spin something like this junk around us, we gotta remember 2 things. The U.S. deficit is not reducing. Point 1. Inflation is not going away. Point number 2. We can't be scared off of selling back for fiat currency. Like it happened a couple times today at the shop. I'll get that one story out there in a moment. We have to keep stacking. This is not a telling you to go stack more today. I don't do that on this channel. I'm not here to telling you go buy silver, dump silver, trade it for gold, trade it for anything you want to trade it for. That's on you. Okay, that's on you. How you want to stack, how you want to trade, when you want to sell it for fiat currency. If you want to sell it for fiat currency and you want to go stick it in the bank and you trust the bank, be my guest. Have at it. Because I'm telling you, I'm not doing that. I'm trying to give up as much as this stuff as I can possibly afford to. I'd rather have this real money than this. That's what I'd rather have. That's just junk. Really, if you stop and think about it, dollar is dying. And I know I've repeated this over and over and over again. I know some people are getting sick of me saying the dollar's dying. But I'm trying to wake up more and more people every single day. Look. You want advantage of the dips? Take advantage of the dips. Like right now, channel sponsor Pinbacks this week has Canadian Royal Mint bars, 10-ounce bars, on sale this week. Of course, the prices come down a little bit, 2 to 4. You get 2 to 4 bars. They're $4, $5, $45 each as recording of this video. You get 5 or more. They're $400.95. That today is July 25th, 2025. I took these numbers at 3:10 p.m. As most of you guys know, I gotta put this disclaimer in there. The time right now is 3:40 in the afternoon. So it might be even different than why I'm recording this video with the prices. prices will change due to market conditions. That's all I can tell you. They're running a special. They're a little bit cheaper than they have been all week long. Silver's come down a little bit. Something you're interested in, grab them up. I'm not here to tell you go grab them up. If you're interested, you can afford to do so. That's what product you want. Grab them up. I'm also looking into this Trump tariff for silver coming out of Canada, coming out of Mexico. As I'm reading it, and it's still very vague, it does not look like it's going to include anything coming from the mints, meaning the Canadian mint. Raw silver. Raw silver coming out of Canada, raw silver coming out of Mexico is going to be tariffed. Where does that leave us? Where does the silver we get in this country actually go to? What mints does it go to? What mints does that product go to, if it goes to any of them? If we get tariffs on stuff for rounds, bars, those prices could be going up, my friends. I don't know exactly where the Sunshine Mints to get their silver from, Highland Mint, whatever mint gets their Frontier Mint, gets their silver from. You know, if they're getting it from Mexico or Canada, the price is going to have to go up. Some of these rounds and bars can be probably worth more, may be worth more than a Silver Eagle. Yeah, I said that. Watch that zone right here. And it's not trying to panic anybody. You don't know where they get it from. Watch this space right here. This is the space we need to be watching right now. Because we don't know what's going to come August 1st, August 2nd, August 5th. We're going to get to kick the can down the road again? I don't know. Very well, non-U.S. minted stuff, meaning from the mint, could be okay, but we got to keep in remember, Sunshine Mint also produces blanks for the U.S. Mint. How's that? And then the mint has a law in there, the mint can't buy silver more than spot. That is in the law right now. Keep that in mind as well. So this could we see a shortages on Eagles later on? Could we getting very close to November, my friends. Normally November time, right around the end of October, they start changing the dies for the Silver Eagles for the next year. We're almost at the end of the run for the 2025s. Not quite. We're getting close. I don't know what's going to happen next. We got to keep an eyes on everything right now. I can't guarantee Canadian Royal Mint bars, Canadian Maple Leafs, Mexican Libertads are not going to be part of it. I cannot zone in on that. How it reads is very vague. I hear some people at the shop saying it don't include it. And some people say at the shop it does include it. We don't know for sure yet. All right, I cannot put a 100% guarantee because we know how President Trump changed everything at the last minute. And again, this is not trying to bash him one bit. This is just the facts of what's going on. Sorry if you don't like the facts, but those are the facts of what's going on. Everything's changing, rapidly changing. Just because we get a dip today does not mean I'm going to buy 50 ounces tomorrow. I'm cost averaging, no matter what the price is. No matter what the price is, I'm cost averaging my stack. Today. Someone came in, he dropped off $385 face of $half. They were mixed. Walk-ins, halves, 1964 Kenny halves, and they also dropped off $55 face and 40% silver halves. He said, this is the end of it for me. Silver's going down. I'm done with it. Middle-aged guy. Tried to talk him out of it. Nope. Nope. He says, I'm done with... This is what gets people so worked up. They've saved over the last 2 years. They see they get a little bit of this back, and that's what their brains are. Getting the Fiat back. Not going to take any more losses. He said they should have sold last week when it was up to 39. It's going to come back. You know, this is just a one down day. This is what happens to get silver out of people's hands, and this is what happens to get gold out of people's hands. They panic on one day. Who gives a crap what happens if this continues into Monday or Tuesday of next week? Really? This is for the long-term hold. If you look at the year-to-date chart, silver and gold on the upward pattern. It's not on the down slope, my friends. You can't take 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, and panic one way or the other. This is why I'm a high component of cost average. It's cost average. I don't know how much more clear I can be with that line. And for some people, of course, everybody watches my videos. I don't expect everybody to watch my videos who stack silver and gold. But I'm trying to reach out to everybody I can who's willing to listen on this channel. We're in this for the long haul. If you can't handle the long haul, I've said this before and I'll say it again. Silver and gold are not for you then. You don't think I'm not upset too? That's come down a little bit? But I'm not here saying, oh gosh, I got XYZ, I lost 86 cents an ounce today. I'm not selling. Guess what? I've lost zero. Because I'm not selling it. You didn't lose a gosh darn thing until you sell. Remember that. Maybe you're still gaining. Yeah, okay, if you need to sell, that's one thing. You can look at it that way. I should have, yeah, but you don't know when emergencies are going to happen. That's what silver and gold are for, my friends. It's your savings account for emergencies. When the crap hits the fan, maybe you having a crap hit the fan moment right now. We all have emergencies. That's what it's there for. And you hope when you have an emergency or when the crap hits the fan, you have done way better than you got it for. That's what you're hoping for, right? I don't know what else to say. I don't try and get to people when they're in a panic mode of selling or buying. And I've seen it both ways today. Someone came in today and got 400 ounces of silver. Rounds, bars, a little bit of 90. See, on the opposite end, people selling. Not a lot, you know, taking some profits, but they say. Why? Why would you want to sell when you don't need to? I just don't get it. I don't get it. Now, that's one thing I'll never understand about people that thinking this is gonna save them in the long run. Now, look up history, my friends. Silver and gold have been money for 5,000 years. This is a Federal Reserve note. The Fed's only been around since 1913. This is paper. This is manipulated as well. This has lost 98% of the value. Does that register with some people? I hope. This is getting to be more and more worthless. Explain to me why a 50-cent piece has a silver value little above 13 bucks. I'm not exactly sure where it is. I think it's going to be right around 13.64 or so as a recording of this video. I could be a little bit off on that. $13.64 for $0.50, my friends. Maybe a little bit more. That's 50 cents. Show this to people. Show this part of this video to people that thinking we're crazy for stacking. And ask them, why does this have more value than face? If you stack these, this has more value. $0.50 has more value than this. A silver dime has more value than this. A silver war nickel has more value than this. That's right. A silver war nickel has more value than this. Think about that way. Think about it. I know you folks get it. But I'm hoping 4 or 5 of you show this part of the video to somebody out there. And it clicks with somebody else. Because if this video will help 3 or 4 people, one person, this video has done its job then. To educate somebody else. That's why I do this every single gosh darn day. 2 videos a day, sometimes 3. Don't forget, tomorrow morning will be my 50th. Yes, 50. 90% silver market watch. I've not missed a week. Tomorrow will be my 50th. Don't plan to stop, my friends. I don't plan to stop. I'm here to educate. I'm here to help people. Pinbacks is there to help you too. Check out channel sponsor Pinbacks once again. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Brian. The 2 brothers that own Pinbacks. Check them out. Let them know that Crazy Coin Shop Chris sent you. Yes, I'm crazy. I don't mind. I don't care if anybody calls me that. That's fine. You want to call me crazy? That's fine. I've been called a lot worse. Trust me. I've been called every name in the book. Don't bother me. I got thick skin. And for all the ones that want to come around with the Bitcoin, the meme coins, thinking this is going to be the new way of doing business. This is the new era. Everything is going digitalized. Okay. That's fine and dandy until the system shuts you down. That is fine and dandy until there's no power. And let me tell you about something with no power. You think our power grid is really going to be online with all this? All these electric cars coming on board, all these electrical golf carts coming on board, all this electrical. Where is the power going to come from? Our infrastructure is old. It needs service. We're getting more and more people. We're getting more and more devices on the grid. Where is the power going to come from? You know, just think about that. Think about what I just said. Where in the heck is the power going to come from? You know, it goes out in your area. Yeah, couple days. Okay, most people can make it a couple days. Can you make it a week with no power? Can you make it 2 weeks with no power? Especially this time of year. It's hot all over the United States. Think about it. That is something, and we are relying on digits on a screen. You know, my Yahoo Mail. Some of you even said your Yahoo Mail went down yesterday. It was down for a few hours. What happens if it was reported in email in that few hours? You know, it's digitalized. That's my friends. Computer systems crash. Computer systems get infected. Computer systems can go down. Trust me, I've seen it. I've worked in retail. I worked at CVS. I've worked at Sears. I've seen beautiful days. It's just everything comes crashing down. It's not working. The lights go out. Beautiful day. Don't know why the power went out. Or the credit card system goes down. It happens. But most of us, not all of us, some people rely on their cell phones. Tap, tap, tap. to get their grocery order. Tap, tap, tap. What happens if Amazon goes down? What happens if Walmart goes down? You can't order. What are you going to do? Well, okay, you hop in your car, go to the store and hoping there's not the same problem in the store. Maybe at Walmart you can do that. It's happened, my friends. Don't trust digital. We got to fight back on this one. We got to push back on this one. This digital junk is no gosh darn good. If you want to be controlled, that's fine. I sure don't. If you folks have any questions for me about silver, gold, or platinum, reach out to me. I'm always happy to help you out. Help me out with the thumbs up. Share the video. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on the next giveaway. And we will see you tomorrow for the 50th. That's right, 50. Market Watch 90% Market Watch report. See you in the morning. Have a great night.